Welcome back to Nation of Glory. Today we bring you the story of a man who has lived his life in the spotlight of the squared circle. A man who carried the weight of a legendary wrestling family name, who battled demons inside and outside the ring, and who rose time and again to become one of the greatest superstars of his generation. This is the story of Randy Keith Orton, the Viper, the Legend Killer, and a man whose journey is one of resilience, redemption, and glory. Randy Orton was born on April 1, 1980, in Knoxville, Tennessee, into the iconic Orton wrestling family. Wrestling was in his blood long before he ever set foot in a ring. His grandfather, Bob Orton Sr., and his father, Cowboy Bob Orton Jr., were both respected wrestlers who carved out their own legacies. His uncle, Barry Orton, also competed. For Randy, wrestling wasn't just an option, it felt like destiny. But destiny is never easy, and his path would be filled with struggles, doubts, and tests that shaped him into the legend he became. Growing up, Randy had a strict upbringing. His father knew the harsh realities of the wrestling business and initially tried to keep Randy away from it, urging him to consider other paths. Randy served in the United States Marine Corps after high school, but discipline and authority were not easy for him. He struggled to find his footing and was eventually discharged. It seemed like life was testing him early, asking him whether he was truly ready to step into the shadow of greatness or fall apart under pressure. When Randy decided to pursue wrestling, it wasn't a smooth start. He entered Ohio Valley Wrestling, WWE's developmental territory at the time, in 2001. There, he began to learn the craft, refining his technique and slowly finding his style. He wasn't the biggest or loudest, but he had something few others possessed: an effortless charisma, a natural athleticism, and a cold, calculating intensity that made people stop and watch. WWE saw the potential. The Orton legacy would continue. Randy debuted on the main roster in 2002, and fans quickly noticed the third-generation superstar. But it wasn't until he joined the faction known as Evolution alongside Triple H, Ric Flair, and Batista that his career truly began to take off. Under their mentorship, Randy became the Legend Killer, a cocky young talent who disrespected veterans and made a name for himself by taking down icons. He defeated legends like Mick Foley, Shawn Michaels, and The Undertaker, carving out a reputation as the future of WWE. In 2004, Randy made history when he defeated Chris Benoit at SummerSlam to become the youngest world heavyweight champion in WWE history at just 24 years old. The moment was monumental. He was supposed to be the future, and now the future had arrived. But with success came pressure, and with pressure came mistakes. Randy's arrogance outside the ring, coupled with immaturity, led to conflicts backstage. He battled with personal issues, injuries, and a reputation for being difficult. The same passion that fueled his greatness also threatened to derail him. Yet Randy Orton wasn't done. He reinvented himself again and again, evolving from the brash Legend Killer to the cold and calculated Viper. His demeanor became darker, his style more dangerous. The RKO, his devastating finishing move, became one of the most iconic and electrifying moves in wrestling history. Fans never knew when it would strike, and that unpredictability made Randy one of the most compelling superstars to watch. Over the years, Randy captured multiple WWE championships and became a cornerstone of the company. Rivalries with John Cena defined an era. Their battles were intense, personal, and unforgettable, symbolizing two sides of the same coin: Cena as the face of loyalty and hustle, Orton as the unpredictable, venomous predator. Their matches told stories that fans will remember for generations. Randy's career wasn't just about titles or rivalries. It was about survival. He endured injuries that could have ended careers. Shoulder surgeries, neck issues, concussions. Each time, he fought his way back. His resilience was unmatched. Behind the scenes, Randy also faced personal struggles. He dealt openly with substance abuse issues and disciplinary problems, even facing suspensions. But what defines Randy's story is not the mistakes, it's the way he confronted them, learned from them, and kept moving forward. As the years passed, Randy grew from the reckless young star into a respected veteran. He became not only a champion in the ring, but a leader in the locker room. Younger wrestlers looked up to him, learning from his experience and his understanding of the business. He had transformed from the Legend Killer into a legend himself. Fans witnessed some of Randy's most unforgettable moments, his battles with The Undertaker, his brutal wars with Triple H, his shocking betrayals, and his iconic arcos out of nowhere that became viral sensations. He didn't just wrestle, he entertained, he shocked, he captivated. Every entrance, every stare, every strike told a story. Outside the ring, Randy found stability. He married, built a family, and became a proud father. For a man once known for chaos and controversy, family gave him peace and purpose. He often spoke about how fatherhood changed him, how it gave him perspective beyond the ring. As of 2025, Randy Orton continues to compete on the SmackDown brand, a testament to his longevity and passion. Over 2 decades in the business, he has remained at the top, adapting with the times, reinventing himself when necessary, and reminding everyone why he is one of the greatest of all time. Few can claim a career as decorated, as dramatic, and as enduring as Randy Orton's. But what makes Randy's story truly remarkable is not just the championships, not just the rivalries, not just the fame. It's the journey of a man who faced his flaws, who battled his demons, and who grew into a legend. Randy Orton shows us that greatness isn't about perfection. It's about perseverance. It's about falling down and standing back up, no matter how many times life tries to keep you down. His story is one of evolution, from the young third-generation star trying to escape the shadows of his family name, to the legend killer, carving his own identity, to the Viper striking with cold precision, and finally to the veteran icon respected by fans and peers alike. When we look back at Randy Orton, we see more than a wrestler. We see a man who lived his life with intensity, who made mistakes but refused to be defined by them, and who gave everything to the sport he loved. His legacy is not just in the championships he won, but in the emotions he stirred, the moments he created, and the generations he inspired. Thank you for watching Nation of Glory. If you enjoyed Randy Orton's story and felt inspired by his journey, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more powerful stories of the legends who shaped wrestling and Hollywood. Until next time, remember, the Viper always strikes, but it's his resilience and redemption that truly define his glory.